Every young budding artist needs his own place to create. And this young Picasso's mom doesn't have 1 square inch of fridge space left to display his artistry.
Welcome to Get Framed. I'm Shahnaz LaCaze. And today we're going to show Julie Ward how to create a variety of palettes for her little artist with some simple framing techniques, painting, and embellishment. I did it! If your children are anything like Julie's son John, you know preschoolers can be downright prolific, and there's never enough space to display all their masterpieces. I'm going to show this mom a 3-way system of framing every bit of her son's creativity. I see you have a lot of stuff.
Yes, we have. Yeah, and that's my problem, is that at preschool they create a lot of artwork, which is wonderful, but I love all of them.
Right.
And I can't throw them away.
And you want to display them all, I'm sure.
You're absolutely right.
And I see that they're all a little bit different in size also.
Yes, that's another problem, is what do you do with these big giant pieces and the small pieces?
I've come up with the perfect solution.
Okay.
John's own little artist gallery.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, let me explain. This is for the picture of the week. It's gonna be a frame where you can display all his paintings.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
And then down lower, hanging down, is gonna be a chalkboard, and it's gonna have a little ledge for its eraser and its chalk, and whenever he gets inspired, he can just start drawing.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
And then next to it, we're gonna do a little corkboard, and we're gonna paint a little plane, and you can pin up, you know, an A+ if he gets something on his paper like that, or little paintings, photos,
so I can take a little piece and I can just stick it on the corkboard. Okay, that is really cool.
What do you think?
I love it. Yeah? I love it. I love the picture of the week. Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Okay, the first thing you want to do is measure John's painting.
Okay, and we're doing the biggest size.
Yes, the biggest painting.
Okay. All right, so we've got 18 on this side.
Good.
Okay, and then by 24. 18 by 24.
That's perfect, because 18 by 24 is a standard size frame. And that's great, because if it wasn't 18 by 24, you'd be spending a lot of money on custom framing. So here's an 18 by 24 frame that I've got. Next, we're gonna work on spacers.
Okay, what's a spacer?
And well, what spacers do is pretty much exactly that, make space in the frame. So let's cut these to size, and what we'll use is cardboard to protect our surface. And cardboard is great because when the blade hits the cardboard, it also won't dull the blade.
Oh, great.
So the first thing I need you to do is measure this frame from inside to inside on one side.
Okay, we'll start with the long one.
Okay.
So we're just a little bit over 24?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so then we're gonna take our spacers. These are just made out of balsa wood, so they're really easy to cut. And we're gonna cut 2, 1 for each side, to that measurement. Okay. Perfect. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna get that mark that you made and just make a score with the blade.
Okay.
Yeah, and just score it like a couple of times. You wanna get in a little bit deep. And then you're gonna make that line all the way around. Okay, that's great. So now you should just be able to snap that right off. There you go. Before you cut your next one, what you might want to do is double check to make sure that your measurements are right and see how perfect that fits.
I'm good.
Okay. And then you can use this one as a guide for your next cut.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Score it down here. Where do you get this wood for the spacers?
You can actually get these at your local lumber yard or hardware store.
Okay, like a big superstore.
Right, and just ask for the thin balsa wood.
Balsa wood,
yeah.
Okay.
So now we just have to measure the other side.
Okay, so in the spacers
right, the spacers are already inside, so now we need to measure from the inside of the spacer to the inside of the other one.
All right, so it's 17 3/4?
That's correct.
Is that right? Okay.
So we'll measure out the 2 remaining ones.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Fabulous.
So now you have to score them.
That was
Great
so
job.
easy. Okay.
So now,
Check it.
check this one, and that fits perfectly also. Now, there you go.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So we've got a little shadow box.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh, that's so cool.
And that's gonna help anything that you put in there that has any depth stay away from the glass.
This is very cool.
Okay, now that the spacers are done, we're gonna paint.
Paint? I get to paint?
To get more information on spacers, check out our website at DIYnetwork.com. While John searches the world for his artistic inspiration, Mom is busy with some artistic inspiration of her own. And she's going to create a spur-of-the-moment palette for him, a chalkboard he can draw on, plus a one-of-a-kind corkboard. As with any true artist, you never know when an inspiration will pop up. And a framing solution for that, a chalkboard. Just one of 3 artistic frames for John. But first up, painting the picture of the week frame.
Okay, so next we're gonna paint our unfinished frame. I have all the measurements down for the design, and as you can see, they're all gonna coordinate, which is really nice. So we're gonna start measuring, and if you wanna take the tape measure,
Okay.
you'll measure from the outside of the frame right here
Okay.
to the inside 3 inches.
3 inches.
And if you can mark that off, the pencil. Okay, great. You want to do the same thing on top, so from the edge to the inside of 3 inches. Good.
All right.
Okay. So we're going to use this painter's tape to mask it off.
Okay.
And you can also buy this at any builder supply store.
The paint section.
Yes. So we're doing the blue stripe, so if you, put the masking tape on the outside of the line.
Below. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. And you want to wrap it around the frame because we're going to go on the face and the outside of
All the way around.
Yeah, all the way around. Good. And then you can mask off that other side while I do this side of the frame. And we're doing this so we can get nice clean lines when we paint. All right, so we got everything masked off. So let's start to paint. You don't have to paint under here because you're not gonna see that part. And you don't have to paint this part either because the spacer's gonna cover that. Okay, so now that it's dry, we're gonna go ahead and measure out our next color, which is red.
Okay, great.
So it's gonna be 11 inches
Yucky dookie.
from this edge to the middle. Okay, good.
Okay.
Now that the paint's dry, we can go ahead and take the masking tape off.
That
Nice
is
clean line.
Clean line.
Yes. So in order to get a clean red line, what we want to do is when you apply this tape, just have the blue showing just a little bit.
Teeny tiny bit?
Yeah.
Like that much?
Yes, that's perfect.
Okay.
And we always have to make sure that the paint's dry so we're not taking up any of that blue paint.
I'm so excited. Oh, it's a great red.
That's gonna look really, really great.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, and it matches perfectly with his bedspread.
Oh, it does.
That looks awesome.
Thank you.
So let's set this aside to dry.
Okay.
Let's work on the inside of the chalkboard.
Okay.
And for that, I bought some chalkboard paint. This you can do on anything. You can use it on a door, on a wall. We're gonna do about 3 coats.
Okay.
And it's gonna take roughly about 30 minutes to dry, but we'll check it.
Oh, between coats?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I start writing on it right away?
No, you have to, for that, wait about 3 days. Okay, great.
Right.
So we'll go ahead and put this aside.
Okay.
And remember that we can't write on it for the 3 days.
Okay, for 3 days.
Yeah, John has to just look at it and wait. So we'll put this aside to dry, and as soon as it dries, then we can fit that in the frame. But we'll go ahead and work on the corkboard next. I've got this great technique. I printed out this image from one of our embellishments.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's gonna look really nice. And we're gonna use tracing paper for this.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Just place it over here. We're gonna trace it out, And I've printed the reverse of this plane because this is going to be flipped over. And we want it looking that way.
Okay. All right.
So just place it over the image like this, and then we're going to use charcoal pencils.
Okay.
And go ahead and trace out the plane for me.
Okay. I would have loved this when I was a kid. I was always tracing stuff. Makes you feel like such an artiste. Wow,
Okay.
Look at me.
So now again,
That's very cool.
looks just like the drawing.
Yes, it does. Look at that.
Okay, so then we'll go ahead and flip it over.
Flip it over.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we want it pretty centered.
Okay.
So we're just gonna make sure that it's even on all sides. So 5 inches on this side, 5 inches on this side.
And you're measuring from the bottom of the image. Okay.
From the edge of the corkboard to the edge of the image, 7 inches, and just a little over 7 inches.
Okay, yeah, that's right in the middle.
And then to transfer the image, all you need to do is go over the traced line. And what that does is presses the charcoal line onto the corkboard.
Oh, no way. That is so easy.
To check your work, you can just hold down the image in the center, and you can flip any edge.
Oh, wow.
And there
it is. That is so cool. Like magic.
And then what we'll do is we'll use this outline to paint it.
Oh, okay.
So we
like really like a stencil.
Yeah, so kind of, the whole paint by numbers where you have your outline, and we're just gonna fill it in. Okay, you're almost done.
Okay.
And before you actually lift it up, you should just check your work just in case.
In case I missed any lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need those lines. Now, is this gonna show up after I paint, or is it gonna rub away?
No, it'll rub away. Go ahead and put your hand in the middle of the work and check it to make sure that you got the outline.
I'm gonna put my hand in the middle here.
That looks good to me.
Look at it!
All right, so just take it off.
Take it off?
Yeah.
All done?
That looks awesome.
Look at me.
You're an artist.
Baby. Thank you. That looks so cool. I love it.
So here's the picture, and these are the colors that we're gonna paint it.
Since corkboard is so porous, we used 3 coats of acrylic paint.
I like the brightness. There's
Yeah.
the bright yellow with the lighter blue. Looks really good. And the red too.
Yeah,
And it kind of does antique it a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna brighten up the room.
Oh yeah. I think it's gonna be very cute.
Next, Julie learned that glazier points are essential elements in framing. And John can't wait to get busy in his new art space.